Hello, lovely people of YouTube, my fellow subscribers, and anyone who decides to find this video. So, you know what I love most? Trying to record these videos, and you just can't hear me. I love that so much. And I swear, no matter how often I fix the audio, OBS or NVIDIA Shadowplay is just like, hey, you need to change your audio settings like 15 more times before you get it just right. So I have turned down the game volume as low as I possibly can while you guys can still hear it, just so you can hear me talk. Because I am not a loudspeaker. I am not a loudspeaker by any means. Sometimes these computer programs give me a headache. Anyway, so I told you I was going to be releasing these before I did any other gameplay videos. And that was to explain what's been going on. So, couple things. To explain my absence with what's been going on. I've been having some legal issues with my neighbor. It's not their fault in particular. They haven't been 100% truthful about this. They've been having a domestic issue. This would be kind of cool too. Let's see if I just take it off screen if it'll go away. Because I'm sure that's getting kind of annoying for you guys. Maybe. Hello. There it goes. Anyway, they haven't been 100% truthful with the matter, but it was a whole domestic issue between her and her ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. I don't know who he is to her, but somehow it he ended up coming to our complex, and he was looking for a vehicle that matched my vehicle's paint description. And there was no reason for him to go after my car because, one, we don't have the same make or model, and the shade of my vehicle is a lot brighter than hers. But whatever. We won't get into any of the specifics or who's truly at fault or anything like that. But at first, she stated that she had no idea who it was. They had no idea who it could have been. Blah blah blah. So police were contacted and such. We had no idea who it could have been and whatnot, but they knew who it was. And then second time around, the individual had dropped their wallet, and then we knew who it was, and they still didn't fess up as to who it was, because they knew who it was and everything. Regardless, we looked the individual up on the court website, or I looked them up, I should say, and found out that they were involved in an issue. And well, I haven't confronted them or anything. I'm not that type of individual, but it's just kind of, I just hate people who aren't truthful. It makes it so much harder for everybody else. But anyway, because of it, I have had to switch shifts at work. So I'm no longer on first shift, I'm on third shift. I've had to adjust other things in my life to accommodate this whole thing. I've had to purchase security cameras for my apartment complex. And I've lived in this apartment complex for 4 years and never had to do this. So, I mean, it's good to have security cameras. So, moral of the story is if you just get something, security cameras, a security system, just get something. Just in case. Never. It was better to be safe than sorry, I guess. I swear, some people. But anyway. Some other things came up that are a little bit too personal to add on to this YouTube video. I may talk about them in a future video, but they're a little bit too personal. I also need to talk to someone else about it before I even say anything else about it. But yeah, so that's kind of why it's been more of a mental strain than anything. It's kind of been causing my absence, so it's just been hard, needless to say, but working through it, I guess. Moving on to the other things I want to talk about is games to be played on the channel. I'm doing a playthrough of Gears of War Ultimate Edition right now, which is just the remastered version of Gears 1, and Need for Speed Most Wanted. Do plan to finish both of them. Most Wanted is proving to be a little bit of a pain right now. The save is a little bit buggy on my end because of having to transfer the save file over to my new computer. It's been a little bit buggy, so it's kind of keeps crashing on me. So I'm trying to fix it, but working on it. And then Gears 1 is I am just trying to. I just need to play it. That's all I need to do is just play it. Yeah. So I'll probably record, a couple videos of that while after this video. Yeah. Then I just need other games to play. Because I got a lot of them to play. Just don't know which ones that people might find interesting. I'm not really one to follow, I guess you could say, meta. So, like, I don't even know. You got the people that have, like, their own niche where they just stick to, like, one specific game and they know all about it and they just kind of play that, and just make videos on that, and that becomes their thing, which is fine, sure. I don't want to name channels because reasons, but take certain channels that only play racing games, they only play racing games. Take channels that only play fighting games, they only play fighting games. In some cases, they only play one type of fighting game or one type of racing game. I have a variety of games because I like playing everything. I have anything from simulators to shooters to racing to everything. I got a lot of games. sandbox RPGs. I got everything. It's just a matter of finding what is appealing to who wants to watch it. And that's the biggest thing, is what'll be meta one day is going to fall out the next. I mean, it just depends on who wants to watch what. Because for a while, back in Alpha, I'd say about 16, early Alpha 16 for 7 days, that's all everybody cared about for 7 days was Alpha 16. Alpha 17 hit. Again, that's all anybody cared about was Alpha 17. Alpha 18 hit, and they added the, was it the near-death trauma? I actually had it right at the start of this video. And everyone noticed that the player base started kind of dropping off. They removed all those passive skills that you would gain. They removed a lot of things, and a lot of players stopped playing. At least this is what I just noticed. Just a lot of people that I knew stopped playing because they removed a lot of good like mechanics that were in the game. Granted, they added a lot of other mechanics, which are okay, but they removed a lot of other ones that were, in my opinion, better. I mean, I like the passive gains. It made sense to have the passive gains. If you're sitting there shooting a bow or shooting a gun or running, you're going to passively get better. I mean, your stamina is constantly going to get better the more that you run around. The more practice you get with a gun and the more practice you get with a bow and arrow, the more that you're going to get better with it. The more your aim, stamina, and everything is just going to get better the more you use it. But then they removed all those passive abilities. And do I agree with it? No. But I can also see why they did it at the same time, because you would have players that would lock down their server, gain all the passive abilities, then gain all the primary perk abilities, which increased your stamina and accuracy by a crap ton, and then your passive abilities, which did a moderate boost. It didn't do a lot, but I think it increased it by an additional 15%, something like that. It wasn't a lot, but it was a moderate amount. And then your perk abilities did it, by 50%, 50 to 60%, something like that. And then when you increase that by another 15 to 20%, and then all of a sudden you unlock the server and get a whole bunch of new players in who are level 0, have no weapons, nothing, and then you start taking everybody hostage. Yeah, I can see why. Makes sense. But you're still gonna get that now because people are gonna lock their server, use the same type of thing. They're going to lock it down until they're level 100 and have all the skills unlocked. And it's just going to be the same exact thing, just a little bit different. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? For those who know. But if you don't, I think I did a pretty okay job in explaining it. But yeah. But what do you guys think? What's your opinion on that one? Let's see, anything else that I need to talk about? Got like 5 minutes left, give or take, that I can use up. I'm sure I can find something else to talk about. I think for a second here. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Oh, the other point that I had in the last video that I didn't talk about yet in this one. What I'm using to record is OBS. I think I covered that in maybe one of my other ones, but just to kind of reiterate here. I record primarily with NVIDIA Shadowplay, but then I'm using OBS to kind of clean it up, I guess, and make the video size a little bit smaller so I can upload it faster. So, like for example, if I take my cursor here and highlight over the video, you can see that the video, excuse me, is about 40 minutes long. Of course, I'm not going to use the full 40 minutes. I wouldn't subject you guys to me for that 40 minutes. I'm not that entertaining. But it's we're going to take 20 minutes of that 40 and record it with OBS. I have OBS to the side recording my screen instead of just solid game performance. So it's just audio or gameplay with audio without me actually talking over it, and then I'm talking over the audio or the gameplay, which I'm sure you guys understand. That way I can kind of collect my thoughts and talk a little bit easier, and you know, I don't have to focus that much on the gameplay. I can just talk, make it somewhat comprehensible when I actually want to speak. And that way, when I go to upload, instead of a 16 gigabyte file, I'm uploading only a 4 gigabyte file, which is what was happening because, you know, I don't know how to do any of the compression ratios and stuff like that because I'm new to this whole uploading thing and whatever. I know I'm probably gonna get hate for that, but I'm okay with that because I'm still new to this whole thing. Yeah. I'd probably look up a video on how to do it, but yeah. I'm okay with using OBS as my kind of buffer for now because it's okay. And I have set up my Twitch channel. I know I linked it in my videos one of my videos a couple videos ago. I think my last Just Talking, I put it in the description. I do plan on streaming eventually, maybe. We'll see. I might try to start streaming after work. Yeah, we'll see. Because it just depends on how I'm feeling and everything, because I need to kind of work on that whole thing. Because, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's future worries. We'll get to that. All right, and we're rapidly approaching the 20-minute mark. So yeah, that's about all I got to talk about. If you guys got any suggestions on what I can play and whatnot, feel free to comment. Leave a like, please. It helps. Subscribe helps even more. And I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.